You can wash your dishes, you can dry things. It's incredible. And then it's a trivet as well. All right, we're gonna shift and we're gonna talk about something that literally was like, blew my mind. Okay, so what you're seeing over here is a UV knife block and cutting board. So you're getting a 3-piece cutting board set, 3 individual boards, and you're probably wondering, why are they in this machine right here? Well, this is going to clean, dry, and sanitize your cutting board. So no longer are you worried about that cross-contamination. This is actually gonna kill 99% of E. coli and staph bacteria, and it also has on the back of the machine a spot for you to put your knives and your scissors. So you can put everything that you might be cutting your meats and your veggies, and don't worry about that, don't worry about sanitizing them. You can literally pop them in here and go. What we did, we wanna make sure everybody in the household gets this, and so we brought the price from $129.95 down to $89.95. A little bit of an investment, but the 5 flex pay gets it home for $17.99 and free shipping and handling. Chef, this is a genius thing. When I think about sanitizing, we've seen all those UV lights for your phone and your keys. This is specifically for the kitchen.
It really is. And look, you know, we've all heard of different, this is how the commercial world works. You need a different board for fish, you need a different board for meat, you need a different board for vegetables. Us in restaurants, the health department insists on us doing that. It has to be color-coded. You know why? Because of a thing called cross-contamination, you guys, right? That's how we operate in the restaurant business. In the home, we don't think about it, right? But why should it be different in a restaurant for you at home? So what we've done for you is we've created this beautiful little white box. It has all of these different slots. You can see them right there. The back ones are for knives. This one, so you can put whatever kind of knives you want in the back there, and then the front 3 are obviously for your boards. Now, we've got one for meat, that's the gray. We've got a white one for fish, and then we have a blue one for vegetables. The interesting thing about this box, and you can now see it, I think, almost, there's an infrared light, a UV light in there, I beg your pardon. That UV light kills everything that you don't want on your cutting board. Let me tell you what they are. It kills fungus, it kills virus, it kills bacteria, it kills E. coli. That's all very, very important. Okay, let's get to the cutting, because you pull your board out and now I want to cut some meat, right? So you go ahead, you grab this here. I might want to cut up some of that beautiful pork that we were just talking about that we still have a little bit of left. Maybe you want to dice it, right? So maybe I'm going to do a little stir fry or a little slow cook maybe. So you go ahead, you dice this up, and you know that this now was used for your meat. Okay, so I go on to cook it, and then what I want to do is I want to wash that board, right? So I go ahead and I toss that in the thing and I wash it. Of course, you want to change your knife when you reach for your next board, because it's a different job. Now I've reached for my fish board. So now I want to cut up some fish. So I've got my salmon. This is my Faroe Island salmon that we're going to do a little cooking of later on. Different knife, different board, of course. We go ahead and we pick that up and we toss that into the next pan, and of course we send this for a wash, right? Pop it in the dishwasher. Now we're reaching for our 3rd board and we're using vegetables. Now you might be using something like onions, right? So have you ever cut a piece of fruit and it tastes like an onion? That's because the flavor is harbored in the board, right? So I'm gonna slice up my onions here. And the great thing here is your vegetable board never touches a piece of meat. Your fish board never touches a vegetable, and your vegetable board never touches a piece of fish. Right, that's the cool thing. I take this down, I throw my onions into the pan, and I toss that in for a wash. Now, once it's all come back from the dishwasher, by the way, you can take it out while it's still wet if you want. Go ahead and pop it back into your container. This is how simple it is. You pop it in 1, 2, and 3, right? They slot in there perfectly. If you want to put your knives in, you can. This is what you do. You press the button. That will sanitize. If you press it twice, it will sanitize and dry, right? So what happens is now that UV, and I think I just turned it off because I had it on before, that UV light comes on and that kills all of the molds, all of the fungus, all of the virus. And of course, if you want, 99 point whatever % of it, so, you know, in a world where we're worried more about what we're eating and where our food's coming from, this is such a helpful tool because it kind of brings you up to the standard that we use in restaurants. Like I said, my knives can go in the back there. I've got my steak knives in the back. I've got a little slot for the scissors, and I can show you all of that there. right? So that all fits in just perfectly into those little slots. I think I can show you that UV light. If I take these 3 out, not only will it dry your boards, and it'll also give you, can you see in the corner there, Dave? See that UV light down in here? So that UV light, guys, that's what's sanitizing, okay? The drying comes from a fan that we've built in, but the sanitizing, which is, of course, the really important part here that we're talking about, comes from the UV light.
So you're getting all 3 cutting boards, plus you're getting the benefits of now the sanitization, that UV light that is inside to kill 99% of that staph, that E. coli, and you also can do that with your knives and your scissors. So we brought the price down by $40. We've got the 5 flex pay. Let us send it to you. Try it, check it out. See if it gives you that peace of mind and that confidence in your kitchen that you don't have that cross-contamination for only $17.99. Now, I know we're having a lot of fun with Chef Curtis Stone.